Welcome back at Queen's Festival. Today we have finals at the chess tournament and also another seminar with very important topic, gender equality. And I would like to introduce our today's speaker, Sarkhan Gashimov, ECU Global Strategy Director, CEO of Microsoft Azerbaijan, organizer of Shamkir Chess Tournament, and also the brother of chess grandmaster and well-known figure Ugar Gashimov. So, hello, welcome at our festival.
Hello, Katie. Thanks for having me here today. I mean, this is really important event for not only for the global chess, but for the global community who really serves and tries for their better to create the foundation for the gender equality.
That is amazing. I have so many questions to you, which also is connected to Vugar Gashimov, because I really wonder how that was going on in the family, if you were training together or playing together. But I have seen your presentation. You have the point about that. So let's quickly start the presentation with our topic, gender equality, and I hope that we will get at that point too.
Thanks. Yes, I have slides on on Vugar as well. I mean, first of all, the topic gender equality is really important for me. And if you can go to the next slide. Yeah, and today I want to share with everyone about my personal story, why it's really important for me, the gender equality topics, and how we see the gender equality today and the change and perspectives for the future. And can we go for the next slide, please? Yes, my personal, and next slide, please. My personal story starts from, of course, with my family. So you see the picture of Vugar Gashimov and his mom, Aida. Of course, she's my mom as well. And back to the childhood, I mean, of the first moves, our father was next to us all the time. I mean, he was really teaching us because he was a huge fan of the chess, and he was playing among all his army colleagues. He's the army colonel, but the education in manners, I would say, education in all these aspects, it's our mom was next to us. So I would rather say that our father was really showing the strategy, but all the tactics of how we should really learn chess, we learned from our mom. So the woman leader in our life was from the childhood. And I remember back in 1995 when Vugar was qualified to the World Cadets Championship in Brazil, and it was really my mom who would take Vugar to that championship. I mean, because Vugar at that time was only 9 years old, and the woman leader was next to him, supporting him from the very first international championships. So having this, I also would like to mention that women in general sacrificing more in order to make someone's lives much better than men do. And we should accept this, and we should respect this, and that's really the foundation and the baseline. I mean, in any conversation that will be starting about the gender equality.
I appreciate that with the name of every woman. This is the best thing we can hear from the men.
Thanks. And if we can go for the next slide, I will link it for the today's reality. After the let's say the tragedy happened to our family and to the chess community that Vugar left us, the best what we can do in order to respect also his legacy is to create the Vugar Gashimov Chess Academy. And the best person, I mean, the best person, I mean, to lead the chess academy, of course, was my mom, because I mean, she knows better how to to educate a child, because I mean Gashimov is a great grandmaster, and she, of course, with a great pleasure now sharing her kindness, her care, her with the new children, and we call it kids of Ugar Gashimov or children of Ugar Gashimov. So she knows better what she was giving so far to Ugar, and she continues doing this with the new generation. Once again, underlining the topic that women really sacrificing more in order to make someone's lives much better. Saying all that, these days, Vugar Gashimov Chess Academy organized them a lot of chess tournaments in the country, and I would rather say that my mom, Aida, is leading now the children chess in Azerbaijan. So once again, it's woman leader who leads this topic in the country.
Right.
Can we go for the next slide? All in all, we all do understand that sacrifice still exists there. And here I want to ask everyone to take a 10-second pause, maybe, just to accept once again, to respect once again, and realize that this is reality, that women do more sacrifice to help us to be better. Some topics I have underlined about what women usually do in parallel. It's cooking, caring someone, lefting her own dreams in order to make someone, shifting all of priorities. Just all in all, thank you very much for doing this for us, for the global community.
That is beautiful. Thank you also for bringing that and to have this power to say this out of loud.
If we can go for the next slide, I wanted to talk about the gender equality today. This is the topic. We, all in all, the humanity achieved a lot. Next slide, please. All in all, the humanity achieved a lot, and having goal gender equality among the Sustainable Development Goals developed by the United Nations is already a huge achievement. But as you see from the diagram, its movement and its scale goes towards the progress. So it means for us the course has been started, but the goal is still far. So we should be satisfied with what we have achieved so far, but this shouldn't lead us to stop our activities and all our efforts. I mean, to get more progress. Saying that, I also would like to underline another topic. We all know, I mean, I think that we are all aware that about the global catastrophe, about the global pandemic. And I believe that we wouldn't be able to fight the global catastrophe without women. And all the global statistics show us that it was a woman who was helping us, I mean, to fight this kind of situation. But also this situation, the global pandemic, led to increase the domestic violence, because I mean the woman was locked down in a closed environment, and that's unfortunately it also happened. But we should have this also in our priorities for the future, and in order to avoid this kind of situation, I believe we should develop the education in manners has to be developed to avoid these kind of situations in the future, and those should serve to create the foundation of respect to women. All in all, I mean, I believe that really the great achievement so far, we already have observed that it was women who helped us to fight and continues helping us to fight the global pandemic. But the parallel situations, as I said, I mean, the domestic violence increase. Those kind of situations should be also in our attention. And SDG goal, gender equality, helps us not only to have the attention, but also the dedication of the communities to this issue. Can we go please to the next slide? Here, I want to mention another success is the country that really has the most gender equal. I don't like the statistics, but environment in the world. But this is Switzerland. I was also doing my research, and I found that top 10 countries that has the most equal gender equal environment in the world are European countries, and that says us that we have a lot to learn from the European society, and not exactly replicate, but to analyze how in which directions we can really lend it to other countries. So because the European success already gives us a huge hope that this is the, if you remember the scale I was mentioning, from progress, from movement to progress, that can help us, I mean, to achieve those balance where we are reaching the gender equality at the end. Thanks to all these European countries, and the way to go to other countries that really need to achieve all this environment for women and men to live in equal conditions.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can we go, if you have more questions, please feel free. And here, once again, I would like to quote, after each section, I have some quotes, and here is the quote about how to avoid the domestic violence is indeed that education and manners should be developed there. We should create the foundation of respect to women, and not only, I mean, in case just to avoid the domestic violence, but this is the one of the most cases, because I mean we are seeing the raising issue. But in general, I mean, everything starts with the respect. If we have the respect, then we have all the baseline, I mean, to create the right environment for the gender equality. Can we please go to the next slide? Here, and sharing my personal story, why it really matters for me, why it's really important for me, and living with this, I mean, today, and doing my, I continue doing my research on gender equality these days. I also would like to emphasize some change and perspectives. I mean, please, next slide. I read it, as I mentioned, I mean, the SDG number 5 goal is about the gender equality. I really like it. I will be personally, I will give my commitment, I mean, to fulfill my own commitments on this. Here, I would like to emphasize a couple of topics. I mean, this is the, in general, I mean, what we should have achieved, but we should all give a commitment that we should end all forms of discrimination or violence against all women and girls. And if we observe this kind of situation, if we are part of this, or we see it, I mean, we should immediately interfere, and we should really realize that that's not it's not leading for the best of the to creating the better life also for us, for men. Because I mean, having the equal, once again, equal rights, equal conditions, that will really serve for our own best life. Another topic is to have environment where women and men are paid at the same level. They have the same financial accessibility. And having in mind that, if you remember, I was mentioning that women sacrificing more to help more. And I believe those kind of stuff, I mean, should be equal, and sometimes even the woman should be paid more than men. I accept this because I mean the woman gives more effort to show the same results, not because I mean they use how to say more time to reach the same results, but just I mean they do a lot of parallel stuff. And having this online having this online festival, Queen's Festival, we also need to ensure that those kind of news technologies, I mean, online events, it should be the enablers for us to reach worldwide women, to deliver the right message, and not only women, to men community as well, in order to empower the right message and to achieve the woman empowerment. There are areas in the world, in our lives as well, we see that if woman takes a lead, then they are showing much better results than men. And once again, I mean, the pandemic situation, it's a great example for this. Maybe not the best situation, but still, I mean, a woman as a leader helped us and continue doing this with their commitments to fight the global catastrophe. Uh, and I would like to finalize my presentation with the great statement by great Ban Ki-moon, that achieving gender equality requires the engagement. This is daily engagement. I mean, this should be really the agenda for each and every one. I mean, to an engagement of women and men, girls and boys, and everyone, because it's everyone's responsibility to create the foundation, to create a good life balance. And I didn't mention why I have so colorful presentation, because I mean that was my last message. When we have gender equality, and when we have women, I mean leaders, then we really have the colorful life. That's another meaning of my presentation. I mean, otherwise it would be gray, black and white, but in this topic it couldn't be like this.
Thank you so much for bringing so many important topics that not many men can dare to talk about. Let's now connect everything with chess. You were talking about sacrifices that women are making in daily lives. Just every woman are doing all these things. Cooking, washing, and so on and so on. And how it comes with chess, when there is a girl very successful, achieves some achievements at youth categories, and then at some point they are disappearing. Uh,
Yeah.
this can we consider this also an issue why they are stopping to play professional chess players?
I would relate this to first of all, I mean, it's all one topic is about priorities. I mean, maybe completely. I mean, it happens. I mean, it's not because of a woman, but priorities in the human's life. I mean, it has changed. I mean, they decided. I mean, to go to a different direction. But if it, as you mentioned, the specific case, the professional chess player, and when they are disappearing. Yes, there is a lot of challenge. As we remember, I was mentioning about the financial accessibility. So sometimes we should, we understand that the economy in women chess are not at the same level as the men chess, and it's paid much more. So here another topic that we should bring to attention. I mean, also to think and have the special conversation on this, and the Queen's Festival really serves best for this. If the woman also would see real benefits of having giving her full dedication to chess, I mean to this sport, maybe they would do different way. At the end, we all understand the sport in general. I mean, consumes a lot of energy of our life, and still having the parallel other duties that in this case, I mean, you have lack of balance. I mean, and a woman sometimes, I mean, I think so. Women think, I mean, I rather will give, I don't know, 20% of my life to chess and 80% to other duties. Not because, I mean, they wouldn't like to continue with chess, but there are, I mean, in their lives they have other duties as well, and maybe I mean the financial conditions that coming out of from chess would help them to balance much more. So they will be earning more enough in chess, and they will, I would say, they will be distributing other duties with I don't know, with the people who can help them. I mean, to take them those kind of not it's not priorities but duties from their lives. I mean, as you mentioned, cooking, washing, etc. Maybe this kind of part could be distributed.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
This, I mean,
exactly.
saying that, I also should underline that I really like the taste of my what my mom did. It's not the same as a restaurant or distributing this to someone, but in professional life, I mean, you understand that this also saying about this, and let me mention again that it's really sacrifice they do. I mean, and it's also leads to that they are leaving chess.
Mhm. I see that you have very strong woman in your family who's also a role model for everyone, and this is really nice. And can you tell us, in your case, we heard in Voger's case that it really worked well, but tell us about your case, your career, how she helped you to grow.
Um, she always was there. She was just, I mean, whenever I needed anything, I mean, my mama was showing the full support. Uh, in general, I prefer to have, let's say, how to say, a bit more independent life, because I mean, I had already the baseline. Thanks for the education, etc. I had from my family, and then I took my time, I mean, to realize what I've been received, what I've received from my family, and how I will be able to realize it. And as more career development I was having, I was realizing that without women, I mean, to achieve the same level of results, and it was almost impossible. And I cannot do anything with this. I am so really happy with this. And as you mentioned, I'm the role model woman in our life. Really, it follows me during my career development as well. And no matter which job I'm getting, I mean, I'm always thinking, I mean, is there any balance in our team? So do we have enough women in the team? Because we should really have different type of ideas, and those ideas that are coming from women and men even not are thinking about this at all.
That is
But,
brilliant. We have a question. Would you like to say something?
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, I have also a question to you. You have asked me, I mean, why women are quitting chess sometimes. I mean, or you are also a chess player. Why you did so?
Yeah, I could as well. Yeah, I was not ready for for this topic to speak right now. But you know, when you achieve something in chess, and you put some hard work, and you see that this is not really paying off, you are thinking at this age when you can make your own decisions, you are thinking maybe you can put this effort somewhere else and be
Mm.
still successful. And I was really, really glad that my family supported me with my decision. But funny enough, I still came back to chess and could not get rid of this sport, and which was, part of my life, and I guess also part of your life as well, and a part of your family's life.
Sure.
I have to mention this memory which stayed in my head forever. The moment when Team Azerbaijan won over Russia, I guess, and became the champions. I remember Vugar Gashimov was the main person there who won the final game, and there was amazing reactions, and yeah, we have this video. Can you please tell us more details about this historical moment?
Yeah, and I was there. That match was against the Netherlands.
Mhm.
Russia was the main opponent. If Vugar's game, if Vugar would draw it, Russia would be the European champions. But the only chance for
The same question, but at the beginning stage, when children are starting to play chess, should it be together and be an open tournament, or it should be separated in groups?
Since we organize a lot of children tournaments, so we observe the situation that Some once again, it also depends. I mean, in some cases, it's really best to have all together. That really helps to develop the fighting skills, and no matter what gender. But when it comes against to the official tournaments, I still believe that it should be separate. But at children level, if it's open tournament, um,